Well, we have one more eclipse in Leo, and hopefully it doesn't put us into center stage and have us drama kings or queens, and maybe we can stay under the radar. And my second announcement is about my other channel, the Brothers of the Sword Productions. I just published the Oak Island Prophecy, Part 5, that I titled My Treasure Location, where I actually identify a location on Oak Island where I believe a treasure may exist. If you're interested, the link is down below in the description box. Now, we've been through a lot in the last month, and it sparked off about the time Mars went retrograde at the end of June. And now we've been through 2 eclipses. We have Mercury retrograde, and we're trying to keep misunderstandings to a low roar. We're trying to regain our energy with Mars still retrograde, and it's been an odyssey. It's going back into your sign Capricorn, and then it'll slip back into Aquarius again. A 3-month odyssey. The rune card that you received was Perthro. This means mystery, chance. It can mean recollection and memories. It can mean the strange, unusual, and unexpected that comes with, Uranus and Taurus? This is about the goddess of fate that the Norse called Weird, and that's where our word for weird came from. This is connected to the north and south moon nodes, where it's the places that you don't want to go no more, going towards then your destiny path. There might be some things that need some resolution, maybe some emotional bailouts or something. But here, the Minchiati card that I picked for you was Hope. I put this deck together and it has virtues, elements, all the signs. And you received the virtue of hope. Now, I read the other day that if you only hope, then it's hopeless because you have to have action behind it. Now, the overall energy cards that you received was the 2 of Wands and yay, the Wheel of Fortune. The 2 of Wands is saying you're making some plans. You might just be sitting in the lounge chair right now, but at least you're doing something and thinking about changing some things in your life. Looking at some opportunities that maybe you had passed by earlier. But yeah, there's a lot more optimism. This is fire energy. It's time to do some action now. Hit the reset button. Start some new things. And the Wheel of Fortune agrees with that. And boy, that goes right down the line of the goddess of Fortuna. Goes with Perthro. It now is the season and the cycle for an upswing in your life. And with you making some plans, this is a great time to have some luck walk in. But then they always said that the goddess would change the positions on the wheel as it rotated, and nobody really ever knew what was coming up, so a lot of times we make our own luck. We position ourselves where we know it will be lucky for us at the end point after we've made all these plans. Now, the cards on the left for the category of what you know you've got a new beginning coming up because you have the Ace of Swords along with the Knight of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is kind of a hairy energy, though. The sword has 2 edges to it and can heal or harm. This is a sword of truth and honesty. It's a sword of victory. But it's also saying that it was a rough, hard road for you to get to where you're at. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying, take it slow. Yeah, it probably was a rough road. But the Knight just kind of trots along and accumulates things that are probably well worth keeping. The Knight, he knows what he's doing. He researches things. He keeps the risk factor down. Now, the cards in the center for what is or can be yours is the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is either saying that you have some financial security and you're feeling pretty smug about life and everything's going pretty good, or else you've been holding on to some things that are no longer serving you anymore. The Ace of Cups is giving you a new emotional beginning. A new sensual beginning, I think. There's going to be senses involved with touch, feel, smell, joy, happiness. This eclipse season has forced everybody to face some realities. Sometimes it's a brick wall, and other times it's just a liberation and a freedom. It really is time to review and release a lot of things that aren't serving you anymore. Now, the cards next to them is the Sun and the 4 of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is saying there's a funk that you've gone in and out maybe. Maybe it is about not having some resolutions about some things that happened in your past. I always think of this card about being a spectator instead of a participant in your life. You've just kind of resigned yourself and let things go by. You're not feeling very good. You're not comfortable about things. Sometimes it's going to the extremes of eating too much, drinking too much, doing too many drugs. It's time to govern things because you have the Sun card with it, and it's saying that you have the potential for prosperity, just like the Wheel of Fortune is saying. So get out of the funk and look over the horizon and see what opportunities are available to you because you haven't been looking. You haven't been seeing. The Sun card is there about bringing clarity into your life and understanding. It's the bounty of life now. The Sun is the life-giving planet that brings nurturing and love into your life. It is about ego, though, too, and about you. And sometimes you have to get over yourself and over some things that had happened to you. You know, we can't live in a pity party all our lives. I have a friend recently that's been doing that. Been doing it for a really long time, and it seems like he laughs at everybody else. They're a drug addict. They drink too much. They smoke too much. And it's like, hello, what are you doing? Now, you've got a lot of different feelings going on in your future cards. You've got the Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, again, about hanging on to something or else having financial security. You have Temperance. You have the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. The Lovers card is about deeds and desires and probably getting yourself caught in a trap. You know, when we choose where we're going to direct our affections, it really does dictate our lives, where we go, what we do, how we do it, when we do it. The Lovers card is a decision card. It might sound funny, but it really is. And if you're just hanging on with this Four of Pentacles card and not changing anything, not wanting to change anything, you're going to be holding yourself back. Temperance is saying, yes, govern your behavior. Govern what you're doing. Make sure that you're not hanging on to things that you shouldn't be. You should be shedding your skin now and changing. This is the time of change, right after this eclipse season. Now, the Nine of Wands is saying that you're in a respite, though. So is the Two of Wands. It's saying you're making some decisions. The Nine of Wands is saying that you're in a respite where you're almost at the finish line and you're ready to leap over. But you need a time out. You know, you're kind of wounded and wrecked. You're not really too sure what you want to do. That's why you're doing the Two of Wands decision thing. And here you have another decision card with the Two of Pentacles. You've been juggling responsibilities, home, work, pleasure. It's all been kind of overwhelming for you. And now it is time to make some decisions so you can have some balance in your life. But right now with the Wheel of Fortune there, this is a good time to act. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.